Welcome back to the news tonight. Now, in a case of a political foot-in-the-mouth disease, Sri Lankan Defence Minister, in fact the Defence Secretary Gotabaya Rajapaksa invited the wrath of many politicians in the Tamil Nadu Assembly today after his comment that Tamil Nadu Assembly's resolution on economic sanctions against Sri Lanka was driven by political advantage. The Assembly moved a special attention motion to condemn Gotabaya.
Elections may be over in Tamil Nadu and the ethnic conflict in Lanka, but the issue is still a landmine. And after Sri Lanka Minister Gotabaya Rajapaksa said that Tamil Nadu Chief Minister passed a resolution against Sri Lanka's war crimes in Tamil Nadu Assembly for political advantage, political tempers were frayed. Angered by such comments, DMDK Presidium Chairman and Deputy Leader of Opposition Panruthi Ramchandran and other political leaders brought a special attention motion in Tamil Nadu Assembly. Senior political leaders condemned the Sri Lankan minister and called for centre's intervention on the issue, and Chief Minister Jayalalitha set out her agenda.
இலங்கை தமிழர்களுக்கு மறுவாழ்வளிக்கப்படும் வரை, இலங்கை தமிழர்கள் தங்கள் சொந்த இடங்களில் மீண்டும் குடியமர்த்தப்படும் வரை, சிங்களர்களுக்கு இணையான அந்தஸ்து அவர்களுக்கு கிடைக்கும் வரை எனது தலைமையிலான அரசு ஓயாது என்பதையும், தமிழர்களின் இந்த நியாயமான உரிமைகளை வென்றெடுக்க தேவையான ராஜதந்திர நடவடிக்கைகளை எனது அரசு எடுக்கும் என்பதையும் தெரிவித்துக் கொண்டு, தமிழ்நாடு சட்டமன்ற பேரவையில் நிறைவேற்றப்பட்ட தீர்மானத்திற்கு உள்நோக்கம் கற்பிக்கும் வகையில் பேட்டி அளித்துள்ள இலங்கை அரசின் பாதுகாப்பு செயலாளர் திரு கோத்தபய ராஜபக்சேவுக்கு இந்திய தூதர் மூலம் தனது கண்டனத்தை மத்திய அரசு தெரிவிக்க வேண்டும் என்று கேட்டுக்கொண்டு அமைகிறேன்.
Jayalalitha also said that the resolution passed in the Assembly on June 9, 2011 was based on the United Nations Panel of Experts report, which found the allegations of the war crimes against Sri Lanka credible. All the political parties, barring the DMK, condemned the attitude of the Sri Lanka regime on the issue of war crimes.
Gotabaya Rajapaksa, the Defence Minister of Sri Lanka, has unwarrantedly commented a resolution passed in the Tamil Nadu State Assembly.
Chief Minister Jayalalitha has already made AIADMK MPs take up the issue of Sri Lankan Tamils in both houses of the parliament. With Gotabaya rekindling the issue, the pressure may mount on the centre.
The issue of war crimes in Sri Lanka has once again rocked Tamil Nadu Assembly. Chief Minister Jayalalitha's assurance that she won't stop until the culprits are brought to justice will have an impact in national politics. In Chennai, with camera person Devaraj, Peer Mohammed for NDTV Hindu.
Moving on, if last year saw a beautified Chennai city, this year's aim is at creating a clean and green city. The Chief Minister, Ms. Jayalalitha, has got a mass cleaning program in order, and it has already taken off at the ground level, with the Chennai Corporation having kick-started a drive at 30 locations in 10 zones on a daily basis during the late afternoon hours. Now, in addition to these areas, marketplaces like T Nagar, Flower Bazaar will have similar work during the night hours. Another plan is the fumigation program that should hopefully put an end to the mosquito menace in the city. Now, for this, portable pump sets will be used to clear stagnant water from residential areas. But in case your area is not being covered or you have a complaint about such measures not being rather proactive, you can lodge a complaint with the helpline number, that's 1913. So cleaner, greener and a more friendlier city, well, that is the motto of the present government, and Chennai Corporation has swung into action to implement a 3-month Clean Chennai mission. Our reporter Krishnamurthy does a ground check of the mission in progress.
It's 2:30 in the afternoon and it's time for corporation workers to get down to business of mopping up the city. Acting on Chief Minister's orders, for the next 3 months, Chennai Corporation will attempt to clean the entire city of its filth, targeting about 3 to 6 wards in a week.
Funds for this massive cleanup drive comes from the recent budget, where the AIADMK government allocated 500 crores for Chennai Megacity Development Mission. While there is no financial crunch, manpower is.
ஆமா, அந்த இடங்கள்ல கொஞ்சம் சிரமம் இருக்கு எங்களுக்கு. ஏன்னா அவங்களுடைய டெண்டர் வந்து முடிய போகுது, அந்த கான்ட்ராக்ட் பீரியட். ஸோ அதுக்கு புதுசாக டெண்டர் வைக்க போகிறோம். அவங்களுக்கு கொஞ்சம் இருக்கிற வேலையாட்கள் கம்மியாகிறாங்க. அதனால் அவங்களுக்கு இருக்கின்ற மிஷினரிஸ்லாம் கொஞ்சம் ரிப்பேர் ஆகுதுன்னு கம்ப்ளைண்ட்ஸ் இருக்குது. We have a problem, we are addressing it and we are trying to do.
and the corporation's clean drive will be transparent. The status would be updated on this website, and residents can call the hotline 1913 if the civic workers fail to do the job.
இது இப்படி க்ளீன் பண்ணா ரொம்ப நல்லா இருக்கும். கொசு இதெல்லாம் சேராம பக்கம் இருக்கிறவங்க நல்லா சுத்தமா நல்லா க்ளீனா வச்சுக்கலாம்.
வாரம் வாரம் வந்து க்ளீன் பண்ணாங்கன்னா க்ளீனா இருக்கும். நல்லா சுத்தமாவும் இருக்கும். ரோடு பார்க்க அழகாவும் இருக்கும்.
Meanwhile, Chennaites hope that the Clean Drive Chennai would be a regular feature.
This is a massive attempt to beautify our city, but its success is only ensured when you and me contribute effectively to make our city Singara Chennai. With camera person Madan, this is Krishnamurthy for NDTV Hindu.
Moving on, after killer MTC buses, the overhead electricity lines and live cables could come a close second. More than 40 people in Tamil Nadu get electrocuted every month. Now, if that stuns you, here's the ultimate shocker. Such cases could have easily been avoided by the State Electricity Board had they been proactive. Pratiksha Ramkumar brings you this special story. This is where 17-year-old Harish was electrocuted on the 6th of June. Had the TNEB officials acted in time, his life could have been saved. 30 minutes before he rode his cycle into a puddle, a live wire had fallen in the water. Alert residents informed TNEB officials, but no action was taken.
1 hour அப்படியே ரோட்லயே மருந்து கிடக்குறான். எங்களுக்கு கிட்ட விடல ஃபுல்லா போலீஸ் இருந்துகிட்டு கூட இன்னும் சப்ளை இருக்கு. அந்த guilty should be punished. ஏன்னா the negligence, pure negligence of police, corporation department, electricity department.
Live wires posing a danger is not a rarity at all in Chennai. Last year, the residents of Puliyanthop held a protest after a 6-year-old boy touched an uncovered junction box, and very recently, a 7-year-old girl suffered an electric shock in Kandanchavadi.
So I touched it, I got shocked, then I thought I was rolling down and falling.
I'm standing now on a building on the main Kandanchavadi road, a building that houses a fancy store, a vegetable shop and a browsing center. And this is where a high power voltage line is actually passing by without any kind of insulation or protection, and it is so reachable that a person standing in this staircase can actually reach it without even trying. In fact, my finger right now is just a centimeter away from the wire.
Shockingly, death from electrocution has only been on the rise in the state. A whopping 3,500 people have been electrocuted in Tamil Nadu in the last 10 years. 1,400 in Chennai alone. Doctors say the sheer number of electric shock victims is a huge cause of worry and warn that even mild electric shocks could have long-term effects on the body.
It could be from instant death to serious life-threatening complications to a simple burn, patient just being thrown off. It could be quite variable.
When contacted, this is what the Tamil Nadu Electricity Board said. Many contractors construct buildings without following proper guidelines. That is when buildings come very close to the transmission lines. We do work on shifting the posts when we get complaints. We know about situations only when we get complaints from residents. The lack or delay in response is only when our staff is attending to other work. The rules are clear. The onus on safety lies with the State Electricity Board. It has to ensure that overhead lines are secure. Obviously, that is not being done, even after hundreds of compensation claims have been decided in favor of the victims by the courts. The TNEB refuses to wake up and instead chooses to pass the buck. In Chennai, with camera person Raja Singh and Pratiksha Ramkumar, Evelyn Matthew for NDTV Hindu. Well, open death traps there, scary, isn't it? Now, living up to the new government's promises on improving agricultural production in the state, Amma told the Assembly today that the water resources are one sector, in fact, that should be strengthened. She added that close to 15.24 lakh acres of land will benefit by the scheme to be implemented at a cost of 2,547 crores. Farmers in several districts are expected to be benefited by this plan.
தமிழகத்தில் உப வடிநில கட்டமைப்பு முறையில் ஒருங்கிணைந்த நீர்வள ஆதார மேலாண்மையின் மூலம் பாசன நீர் வழங்கும் சேவை மற்றும் பாசன நில வேளாண் உற்பத்தி திறன் ஆகியவற்றை மேம்படுத்துவதே இத்திட்டத்தின் நோக்கமாகும். தெரிவு செய்யப்பட்ட 60 உப வடிநிலங்களின் 15,24,607 ஏக்கர் பாசன பரப்படங்கிய பாசன அமைப்புகளை நவீனப்படுத்துவதன் மூலம் பெருமளவு நீர் விநியோகத்தினை மேம்படுத்த இத்திட்டம் முனைகிறது.
Moving on, at the end of the counselling session at the Anna University campus, 104,000 students have gotten admissions, while there's also a vacancy of 45,065 university seats in the state. The Vice Chancellor, Mr. Manna Jawahar, added that at most of the university campuses, the most popular courses were that of electronic and mechanical engineering. While the dates of reopening have not been decided yet, there were reassurances that ragging has been eliminated with the latest measures taken. After a long wait for textbooks, don't miss these year-to-year smiles thanks to the Supreme Court's intervention in the state's pending syllabus issue. That's when we come back.